Good morning. Well, I think I have calmed down substantially now after the news of the Labour leader declaring that Kashmir was a bilateral issue. I think the news was revealed about 2 days ago, and it's taken me that long to kind of calm down and absorb it. But I was keen to air my views, and so here I am now discussing it. When I first heard the news, I considered for a moment that was Keir Starmers using a cloak and daggers approach. Is this about getting the Indian government on side so that he can liaise with them regarding humanitarian envoys going in there? Because to this date, that still has not happened. It's known amongst political circles that the Indian government do not. Work with others very easily. They're notoriously difficult to deal with. And we can see that. We can see that. What are we airing now? 264 days or something of illegal occupation without anybody getting in their way. And every day that goes by, they are getting a more of a grip on Kashmir. So, given that we've been trying to raise our voice through governance, putting pressure on our governments and United Nations, it was particularly alarming and distressing that the leader of the opposition party came out in that stance. So I guess that was me perhaps being a little bit optimistic, but still worth the consideration. The other thing that then has been good about the news is that it has raised many members of the Labour Party to show their backbones. The supporters of Kashmir, who have been supporting Kashmir for many years, have stood up and declared their allegiance to Kashmir. And their right for them to have the self-determination and for the human rights abuses to be recognised. I think we all know if Kashmir were given the right for self-determination, we would save a lot of lives. We would improve the quality of lives of people just by demilitarizing the area and allowing Kashmir, that giving them back their country. Particularly disappointing, isn't it, of course, that it was the great British government that left Kashmir in the hands of others, and now we have the Labour Party leader, a party that is built on justice and fairness for the ordinary people, and to speak up for humanity everywhere, whether it's our country or other countries. So to see that, it was pretty devastating. The other good thing is that many pro-Kashmiri groups, humanitarians, organisations, everybody has raised their head in the last couple of days. Borders all, the voice is louder, the solidarity stronger. And it's been, a wonderful honour for me to have messages from so many people, that links that I've made when I've done the groundwork, or whether it's through the group, discussing, sharing things, and particularly wonderful to see so many people visit Jess Phillips' blog. She stood up and it was shared, and everybody's been on there supporting one another, saying their bits. One eye-opening thing for me, obviously, was there was one gentleman on there who said to Jess Phillips, shouldn't you concentrate on issues in your own country? That led a couple of us to engage in dialogue with him. And he was particularly very, very set on his own home issues and problems. He employed people, and, he was concerned about his workers, but he wasn't able to see beyond his doorstep, accused me of not caring about my own country, couldn't seem to take on board that it is possible to care about your own country and other people. And that's all tied in, but they're the people that we need to reach. And that's what I think we're hoping through the Solidarity event, through raising this issue on all forums, that we can reach more people. There isn't actually a lot they have to do to make a difference. Just by signing the petition, just by having a cup of tea with us on Solidarity Day, they can make, a massive difference. So, we need to engage with them more and more. We're bringing some wonderful work to the fore. I'm involved in two programs today, one in Kashmir, and then one organised by Fahim Kayani with some very knowledgeable and skilled people on there internationally. So we're all working hard all the time to make a difference. So it has been upsetting. The other thing, of course, is the temptation for any of you that are Labour Party members is to distance yourself from the party. It's like, I want to run. I want to run as far away from them as I can. I want to create our own party. I want to see divisions within the Labour Party so that perhaps a new party forms where they do care about humanity and health and well-being and people's lives. But maybe that's dividing and weakening. And, it might be easier to stay within the Labour Party, those of you that are Labour Party members, and fight with the voice on the inside. I was delighted when Afzal Khan was made Foreign Secretary, because I thought, at long last, we've got a Kashmiri supporter as the Foreign Secretary, who can do great work within there, and, can make a difference. And if the Labour Party ever come into power, wow, then how awesome is that we've got such a strong Foreign Secretary. So it's going to be interesting to watch over the next couple of days to see what does happen. I am interested to see, and maybe, just maybe, with all this raising of support, Keir Starmers will offer an apology, will take a stand back and have a look. And perhaps by him doing this, we've been able to make that difference. So going to be interesting to see and watch. But just now, I just needed to air those thoughts and get those thoughts out there, because I was devastated, and I know lots of people were. Some wonderful blogs, some wonderful sharing of passion coming to the fore, and people really caring about humanity. So I'm honoured to be part of all of this. I'm honoured to work with all of you, and without a doubt, we're getting stronger. We are getting stronger, and every day I can see Kashmir getting closer to its right for self-determination. I hope. Once again, thank you for listening.